Crying for milk, right? Mrs. Wilson lies down on the table. She's like, just work there. Just work there. I don't care. Just work there. Work here long enough to put her in the trance. You know, the effleurage. Don't talk about your personal problems. You know, blah, 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 blah. Then turn the person over. So if you'll turn over now and lie face up. I always say that to I say that hundreds of times a day. Turn over and lie face up. It's the same thing, but I always say that. I feel like a friggin' broken record. I need a string on the side of my neck. Okay. So where Juliana needs body work and soft tissue work is here and here. And if we were to see her standing up, which we don't have time for, you would see the same thing, right? Because it goes along with this. So, but the lovely thing about Juliana, which you're now seeing, among many lovely things about Juliana, is that, including her bling, is that she bling. It's a New York term. We'll explain it. Okay. UrbanDictionary.com. Anyway, so look how much she evens out when she lies face up. What does that mean?
Gravity.
Well, it's not just gravity, because if you were to see a guy that has Scheuermann's disease, which is a disorder where the spine gets like this starting in the teen years, he would lie down on the table, his shoulders would be way off the table, and many people in this room would fall in that category. Yeah. She goes right back. So what it means is that she's flexible enough, she's probably hypermobile in her joints, she's flexible enough that she comes out of that position. Well, this is somebody that you have to think about in a different way, because she's not as tight as someone else would be. You can see there isn't enough fascial tightness. These are off the ground, so there's some work that can be done here. So you'd certainly want to release, especially on this side, but on both sides, the pecs, because you'd want to bring this back down. And that includes the pec minor, because she's also a little bit forward like a transom window, right? So I would also, for her, want to work in here, because she's in an extended position here. However, her fascia can't be that tight, or she would still be in this position when she came up. Her chin would be really high.
Yeah.
My ex, what do you call her? For gay people, I guess she's my ex. I thought of her as my ex-mother-in-law. My ex-mother-in-law is so kyphotic here that when she lay on the table, you had to pile her in order to be able to work on her. You're not seeing this with Juliana at all. And that means that there isn't as much fascial work to do. She might need something else like traction, because she's got compression in the front of her vertebrae. But of course, this is a form of traction too. So we might come in between the vertebrae here and just go up this line from the xiphoid process all the way up to here. You'd want to work the subclavicular fascia. So I think I'll show you a little thing that I wasn't going to show you. So, but first, let's pump handle her down and see what happens in her chest. So here you are doing the same compression, except that gravity and the table are kindly performing the other function for us. So I can come down on both sides, and can you see that that same area that wasn't moving in the back in the ribs isn't moving in the front?
Yeah.
Right? We're getting no pump. She's got a lot of movement here, but there's no pump handle action here. So we know.
And I'm feeling stress every time you push here, right here.
That's why I'm here, sweetie. It's all about bringing you stress. First you give it, then you take it away. Makes it feel like more to them. So value added, right? So you press down here to compress the ribs front to back and open them side to side. But it also is a diagnostic tool, because it shows you where she's not moving. Now, there are people in this room that don't see the thing I'm saying about how she's not moving at the top. But they don't want to admit that they don't see it, or they think that maybe they'll get it later or something like that. But you're allowed to not know, because that's why you're taking class. So those of you that didn't see, switch around, push people out of the way.
Yeah.